Hello, good evening, and a very warm welcome to Rangers Radio.
Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself up here on the show this evening as the one and only Albert and the King. Yes, the crown king of Rangers Radio, the Bridgeman. Evening, gentlemen, and your majesty.
Evening, mate. Evening, guys. How are you used to?
It makes me laugh. I'm so sorry, Albert. I'm so sorry. I'm
it,
great. Good evening to yourself, Albert. I'm great. Thanks very much. Can I just say a big good evening to Oxchair and the techie boys in the background, and to all the Rangers fans that are listening in all over the world. Good evening. Welcome to Rangers Radio.
How's Albert?
Smashing, mate. Absolutely smashing. Great fun. Lovely day. My team won. I'm happy.
Just to let you know, the suits are ordered, mate.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
The suits are ordered.
Suits are ordered. All right. How's the bridge?
I'm down to a 40s in trousers now, so good.
Oh, change your size. You need to get
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm well.
Is that inside life?
I wish it was.
That would be very interesting, that one.
How's the bridge?
All right, pal, yourself.
Aye, good, mate, good. Aye. Well, it's all a wee bit frustrated with our team, and, you know, God, we make it hard, all better.
Oh, we like to make it hard for some mental reason, but just hey, by the way, let's get right with this before we get started. Great Rangers teams have struggled with lesser lower division teams as well. So this is you can't just say this is this team because it's playing bad, which it is. So you got to cut them a bit of slack here and say, okay, it's happened. It's happened with great players in our team as well.
Yes. Yeah, we'll touch on the match the weekend. We'll open the phone lines and then we'll turn quickly to tomorrow night. Yeah, because tomorrow night's a massive game of football, Bridge. I know Saturday was the biggest game of the season, and rightly so, Bridge. It gets you through to the quarterfinals of the cup.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. But it was no classic, so I think this first surprise with your team, can I just doff my cap? I never thought I'd say this lively there. This will shock you, Albert.
Go for it.
Can I just doff my cap to Mr. Alex Kelly?
Oh, aye. What's happened to you? What's happened to you?
No bang my head in. No, he said that Diomande would play at left back. Right, okay, he was wrong. But he was nearly right.
I'd barely right.
Barely right. Yeah, so I think the first surprise was the team. You know, we're all wondering who would play at left back. So obviously, young Fraser went away to Dunfermline. And obviously, it looks as if Chefty and Ridvan are off. And I think that ultimately, the only criticism that we served up that we didn't have replacements in the door. Maybe the Chefty one came around quicker and came later and maybe was too good to refuse. That can happen all better.
Aye, I caught them surprised with that one, that bid.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was £1 million, £2 million, the boy wouldn't be going anywhere. But the fact it was reportedly 6 million, you can't turn that down, mate. That's just crazy every day. I don't get me wrong, I still think the boy is going to go on to be a good left back for somebody if he gets the right coaching. I don't think you've heard the last that. You have to maybe we'll never play. Maybe we'll stay in Brazil and cut out a really decent career for himself. But I still don't think you've heard the last thing. But anyway, if he has a way, best of luck to the boy.
So that's when that was the team was the first surprise. Good to see Fernandez in the team, Bridge. Is he tall enough for you?
Oh yes. Well, you know, he could another couple of inches. No, I'm delighted the guy's on the pitch, and I thought he did very well, you know, and got a goal.
One of our better players, mate. If I'm honest.
Absolutely, I thought so. Aye. And it was him and DJ, wasn't it, together? So
I didn't think Tajika had a great game.
Neither did I. Yeah, I didn't think it was great. probably adequate, but he's. I think the people round about him came there thinking they were all great players and all that, but I don't think he's enamoured with everybody round about him. So he can't do maybe his best passes are a 3-yard pass to a really good player, maybe, you know. But I'm delighted. That big Hernandez, brilliant, good goal. He's in there, and I can't blame him. I think, never mind. That first goal we gave away, I'm still laughing at it.
We'll come at it. So, wow. Listen, that was the first surprise of the team. So Bailey Rice playing at left back, and I don't think there was too many other surprises. Who was playing all better, for honest? Yeah, Danilo one. Maybe people when I might obviously the boy Moore came in. Maybe people might have thought that Asgard could have started, but then maybe today with the sports science kicking in and getting him ready, building up his minutes, everything, pointing to a bigger game, maybe all better.
I think the biggest surprise was 10 changes, mate. That was a huge surprise. You know there was going to be some. I mean, I thought it was going to be 10. But it worked out, thank God. No, I mean, so a lot of people get minutes, a chance to play and all that carry on. But I agree with you, mate. It was a bit surprising.
So we started okay, you know, within reason. Knocking the ball. No, still no quick enough for me, all there, if I'm honest. Still no moving it quick enough, yeah.
Aye, it's slow, mate. Slow and turgid.
Yeah, and
there's not enough people taking people on that for my light. It's not just taking people on; it's getting by people. Not getting enough people getting by people.
But there was nothing on the right hand side, mate. Nothing. And I thought even the first two crossing again went in for young Bailey Rice, who we know has got a wicked left footer, and I'm sure we'll discuss him later on, Bridgman. He put a cross in, and then a couple of minutes later, listen, doesn't matter who you're playing, it was a brilliant goal, our opening goal, wasn't it? What a hit.
Absolutely. By the way, that's the best I've seen that Bayrami actually playing for us. I thought he had a smashing game overall, but what a goal. What a goal. Probably one of his best goals ever. Just amazing. Superb goal. And I mean, actually, you could see it going round. It's just fantastic to see. Just fantastic. I was very pleased for him. Very pleased.
Great strike, all better.
Oh, fantastic, mate. Fantastic. The boy has got a bit of skill. We've said this all along. His attitude is the problem. And I think his attitude during that game was a bit iffy as well. But he did play well. He played well. But you think if the boy would just apply himself a bit more and be a bit more aggressive, what a player you've got your hand, mate. What a player we've got. But he doesn't come across that type of player. But you can't argue with his skill. He's got a fair degree of skill, mate. As that goal proved.
He's shown it in glimpses, mate, but no consistency and no desire. And sometimes he could really go missing in games, yeah. You know, there was games last year, I think we named him the Invisible Man, but I've got to, again, what a strike, great goal. So we get a goal. And the way they're sitting, you're thinking, this will be a cricket score. I don't know if you thought that or just me, Albert.
Experience tells me not to think that, mate. Because every time you think that, it never pans out that way. I've watched this game so many times over the years for Rangers to stroll on and power ahead. Never happens, mate. Never, ever happens. We do something. I don't know if the teams were playing raise their game or we do something or a combination of both, but it just never kicks in like that. It should, but it doesn't.
So there was bits and pieces, warning signs, miscommunication. Liam Kelly, I don't know what he was trying to prove. Yeah, you know, I don't know if this neuro or whatever, sweeper, keeper, or whatever. Some of these decisions I thought were crazy and could have been costly in other games. But the real first attack, the boy skips by Bailey Rice. Now, it looks as if Bailey's had a hamstring, so I don't know if it happened in that movement or it happened after that. I don't know. Only he'll know. But if it's a hamstring and he's not warmed up right and the fitness work's not right, again, I'm asking questions. It's happening too often, Bridgman.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think there are some criticisms you could put in there, but I'm giving the guy a wee bit of leeway. But you know, when you see somebody come on as a sub later in the previous game, and he did the business for us, held the play up and things like that, which I thought was tremendous. Very experienced, and he comes out the weekend. The whole team were pretty flat for big chunks of that game. We should have been, as you said it a minute ago, it should have been a cricket score for Rangers, no problem at all. But we're going, how many times we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot, and that's what we do.
We did shoot ourselves in the foot. The boys skinned them, put it in the box. There was a bag of tail and that classic fallback that you love so much. Aaron's can't kick it, kicks it off our end player, hits his head and ends up in the back of the net. Albert, what a mess.
Aye, but if it was Tavernier that went through his legs and into the goal, so you got a kick on it anyway. That's why I was looking at it. No, what a shambles, total shambles, isn't it? It's beyond a joke. It's not even laughable now. You're looking at it and going, professional football players. I mean, utter shambles. The whole lot of them. Bailey Rice, not interested.
Jigiga getting down in line like a big Jesse. Yeah?
Well, I've got that down. That was the start.
Get it off your chest. I knew you would.
Oh, he gave his a red face, didn't he? What was that about? That's nonsense. That is just nonsense. That boy's a rare player and he's better than that. And he's doing there and he's trying. This is the dart. See, I'm going to say something that's probably not right here, but it's me thinking that your man there, Martin, is trying to show them the dark arts. And if you lie down there long enough, they'll stop the play. Even if they stop the play, they'll give you, maybe not a foul, but they'll give you some attention. That's part of it. It's all part of the dark arts. This is what you try to teach them. And it's crazy. Like Kelly running out his goal. That's coach, mate. That's nothing to do with Kelly. He's been told you got to get out there and cover the first 20 yards of the park for the byline to 20 yards up. You've got to assure, but you need to cover all that and open play. And you can see him charging about. Last week, your man Butler was trying to do it, but he was doing a hokey-cokey, mate. He's in, he didn't know what to do. He was starting to run, stopping a run, running back, running. It was crazy. So that's coaching. That's got nothing to do with the keepers. The keepers have been told to do this, to cover that bit of the park. And they're not comfortable, mate. And because they're no football players. They're goalkeepers, mate. They don't know how to do it. They don't know when to time the run, how to time the run. He's thinking, they'll get better at it. No, they'll know. You either know how to do this, or you know when to go, when not to go. And they're not comfortable, mate. And then you've got Bailey at left back. No, the boy Bailey at left back, I was disappointed in him. It's not his position, I get that. But he's on the park, mate. He's on the park. You're better on the park than sitting on a bench. So if you're on the park, you can show what you've got. You can influence games.
That's a great point you make. Can I ask you to, you know what I mean? I know that you were lucky there wasn't more substitutes, or you've been sitting on the bench very often, right? But I'll ask you to use this, right? Would you rather play in an unusual position or no play at all? Yes or no? Or what your answer? Keep it brief. Bridgman.
I have to say, I would want to say, I don't know what to say in this one. I wouldn't want to play in a wrong position. Depends on what the game is, of course, who your opposition is, because you can get made a right fool of. However, I wouldn't want to let anybody down if there's somebody injured and couldn't fit in, so on and so forth. I would cover that and let somebody else cover me. You know, that kind of thing. That wasn't a problem. But when it's against a really good team in your league, I would really think I'd rather sit on the bench, to be honest. That's the way I feel about these things.
Albert?
Play. 1000% play.
All
the
day
time.
long, mate. All day long, anywhere.
I don't care where they want to play me, I'm playing. And especially at his age, I don't care if they say, do you fancy any go? Aye, I give the gloves. I'll have a go at that. Get yourself on the park and show what you've got on the park. Don't tell me what you've got. Don't do it in training. I'm not interested. I'm interested in what you can do on the park, no matter where you're on the park. Show me you've got the attitude. Show me you've got the desire to play for Rangers. Show me you've got the desire to play football for a start. And he didn't show me a desire to play football in Saturday, mate. He didn't want to play there, and he was letting it know he didn't want to play there. I'm saying to myself, you're a fool, son. You're an absolute fool. You're on the park.
I've got a theory, mate, that he felt a tweak and then something happened, mate, because I think the first few minutes he was all right, put that cross in, and then you see him, he's sort of half, no hobbling, but you could see he was ginger, and then all of a sudden you just seen it when it happened. You know, if it is a hamstring, mate, that's going to be out for a few weeks. I don't like that in a young man. I really don't like it in a young man, but I'm with you all day long. Play anywhere, yeah? And by the way, good players should be able to play anywhere, eh?
I'm not saying he needs to be brilliant. I'm not saying anyone need to be brilliant, but you need to have the appetite to play. You need to show a willingness to play. And you need to show an effort going, I know I'm no a left back, right back, wherever you put me, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give my best shot. I don't believe he gave it his best shot at all, mate. Don't get me wrong, the guy skinned him, and it might have been he's feeling a tweak at that bit as well, but the guy just walked right by him.
Aye. It looked bad. It looked really bad for young Bailey because, you know, people, he needs to go and play football, mate. He needs to go and play football. Right, so there was that goal and everybody's saying, oh, what's happening? And we respond decent, corner kick comes in, and by the way, what a height, your big mate's up. Big Fernandez. Yeah, what a height he was up, wasn't he?
Yeah. I like him. I think I'm stunned that he hasn't actually been on the park up to now. It may have been he's carrying a wee twinge here or there, you know. Or I don't know. Oh, God knows what would hold somebody like that. When you see him on the ball, he looks no bad. He likes to play on the left-hand side. I don't know whether he's a natural left footer, probably is, but I like him. And he cut up there and scored. So happy for him. I was absolutely delighted for the guy. Absolutely brilliant. And that started us on a wee bit more of a run, you know. But my goodness gracious. And we actually won 3 balls in defence from long crosses, and he managed to get his header a couple of balls away. And I thought our keeper was atrocious at times during that, but never mind.
What a leap it was, Albert, wasn't it? It was a fantastic leap against any opposition. He showed desire, and the height he was up, his ball, bang, goal. Good goal.
That was a good goal. He showed awareness to get into the position. He showed the ability to get up and get the ball. And that's why he did it and put it away. Superb, mate. I don't care who it's against. It's a super goal. Will he get that space or maybe time? Oh, maybe no, mate. It's a fact. He'll know. But he still got up. By the way, if he keeps jumping that height, I might bet him against most people in this league.
He's up some height.
He's up a good height. Oh, some height, mate. Definitely. It was a treat to watch a centre half getting up in it. The proper height for a change.
Getting off the ground, even just get off the ground.
Aye, sure enough, Bridge.
So then I'm thinking, okay, 2-1, we'll go and I still thought they'll tire. We'll go and get 3 or 4 in the second half. Yeah. There was one. We started the second half okay, but I've got to say that you said that I think you used the term he done himself no favours when you talked about Bailey Rice. There was a few, and Danilo was another one, Albert. I know he didn't get a lot of great service, but his contribution was no far away from 0, mate.
Why are you playing him, mate? He's not a centre forward. They keep playing him as a centre forward, and he's not a centre forward. It's as simple as that. He's struggling to get into the game. He's a football player, mate. Play him in the areas where he's going to get the ball, and you'll see a different player. He's as simple as that, mate. He is a football player. But we're not looking for a football player at the moment. We're looking for a centre forward that's just knows how to play that position, and that's not him. I don't even think it's Dessers either, to be honest with you, but because we definitely were screaming out for a quality centre forward. But again, it's too many games now, mate, to say that the boy can play that position. He come on against that Pilsen mob, and he did make a difference when he come on there. And that's the way he plays, mate. If you give him the right ball, put him in the right place, he'll do something for you. He's good at linking play, very good at linking play, but no back to goal. He's no good at that No, a big centre forward.
A traditional centre forward.
Aye, he's no good at that, mate. Nowhere good at that, and he never gets into the game. But again, it's probably the style of play we're playing, because I was watching a good bit of that Southampton game there the other day, and I'm saying to myself, and they're playing this style of football. Maybe not completely like this, but this style of football. And I'm telling you right now, mate, and they were playing it half decent. That style of football ain't going to win us a league. It ain't. Even playing it well, it'll not win us a league. It's just too open. It's wide open, mate.
Are you saying
and their centre forward didn't get in the game either? Funny that.
Are you saying you don't make enough chances and you concede too many chances?
Exactly,
is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
All right. So we're in as a bit of controversy. The boy gets a play that goes to Cortez, looks as if he's going to score. And my initial thoughts was, how the hell did that not go in the net? And how did Cortez manage to miss it? Now there's a VAR check, and the boys just sort of knocked it with his horn. Don't know if it was deliberate or no. Did it stop the ball getting in for a goal? Possibly. We got a penalty kick that I never noticed initially, if I'm honest, Bridgeman. Colbert.
I thought he clattered him. That's what I thought the penalty was going to be good for at the beginning, because I looked at it and I went, he's just clattered him there. And they're all saying it's a brilliant bit of defending, I'm saying. Didn't look right to me, but I didn't see the handball on the first viewing. I didn't see that because they didn't show you VAR, whoever that mob is that covering the game. Hopeless. And then all of a sudden, when the referee goes to the screen, they show you the incident. So it was a handball, mate. There's nothing away from it. When you see it in VAR, slow it down, it is a handball. It's a penalty kick all day long.
Aye. So Tav steps up, good penalty, puts in the corner 3-1, and then I'm thinking, all right, chance, we've took the people out their gas, we can then play some football, play some substitutions, and we proceeded to get worse, all better.
Worse is no winner. Worse is our game.
I think you've been very, very nice to them there.
Be honest with you, I don't know how we managed to do this. I really don't. They did teams instead to be beat, just beat them. What's all this nonsense? I don't know. Why we slow down? Don't know. Who starts this? Slow everything down? I don't know. Because it starts with one person, whoever that is, and then the whole team just follows suit. We'll just slow this right down and walking pace and no pass it slow. And then the decision making goes out the window, and you know what it is, you're struggling, absolutely struggling in a nothing game.
Aye, and then we lose a goal. You know, the ball's out in our left hand side, and I think it was Dow. Was it Dow and Orange? Orange gets nutmegged, fouls a lad. Not seen anything for him yet, Albert. Anything for him in any of the games, mate.
Gaffy's case. Give him a chance. Gaffy's case.
I've not seen anything for any games, right or left, mate. So the ball gets played into the box.
No, even the pass to Ant-Man, that doesn't count now.
One pass.
Well, you said nothing. There's one you've got.
I forgot about that. That was a good pass. Well, maybe it was their pass. Maybe it was just a kick up the park.
As a clearance.
Maybe we should do that more often. So anyway, a cross goes into our box. I don't know what our goalkeeper was doing. I don't know what our centre horse were doing. And help me out. I'm going to go to Bridgeman. What was Kieran Dowell doing?
Well, you know how I feel about Kieran Dowell. I don't think he knew what he was doing. And I don't think he knew where he was in the pitch, because he could have looked anywhere and there was somebody there he could go and mark or do whatever he needed to do. But I just can't believe it. I can't believe that guy. How on earth he gets so many games for the Rangers, I don't know. But he's on. There's not much we can say about him other than I don't think he's got it. I think whatever he's got, he can hold it for if he was playing a lower level of football, he'd be brilliant. But he's not very good at our level, and not for Rangers anyway. I don't know what you guys think. I think I think he's a waste of jersey. And I would suggest that he was probably a bit responsible for that goal. That's what I'll say, put it that way.
Well, there was a lot of people responsible before it gets to him, mate.
Yeah.
But his effort or desire, hunger, attitude, technical awareness, football awareness was all summed up in that incident. He's facing the wrong way. He doesn't know what's happening. He can shoot muscles. He's a big lump, though. Everything was wrong. Albert.
It was, mate. Again, it's laughable defending again, mate. A ball at the back post yet again to score. Another team scores against us. How many times is Russell need to see that? We watched it all last season as well, mate. Let's be honest about it. It's not just Dow. Even though he was to blame, know what I mean, for no jumping. But at the end of the day, you're sitting looking and going, I'm sick of watching this goal getting lost for Rangers. Sick of it. We're watching it now for 2 years. And this is going to be the third year yet. Time and time again. We're actually losing leagues now because of it. And still we don't learn. Still we don't know how to cope with it. The one last week with Jeffy, with the 3 Dundee players all around about him. You've got one of our centre half, pointing. No guarding anybody, but he's pointing to Jeffy. And you're looking at going, what's he supposed to do with these 3 giants? You're not getting it. Even though you get the right men, guarding the right men, it's madness, mate. It's mad. But I don't see it getting any better. It seems to be that Martin's style is he doesn't bother about defending that much. It's just, let's defend, just defend. No realising that defence win your leagues. They win your leagues. A good defence will win you a league. But a bad defence will lose you as well. So at the end of the day, but Dow, go back to Dow. Dow is like, we've got too many players. There's 2 in particular at the moment, but there's more than this. That David Edgar, Heart and Hand Turner, and called them supplement players, and they're 2 of them, Dow and Barjami. They're good players in a good team, mate. But don't ask them to be the main event. They can't do it, mate. It's not in them, and they never will be in them. But if you create a good team, and that's basically if the 2 are on the part at the same time, the other 9 guys are taking up the slack. It's just that's the way it's going to be, and they're not the only ones. I think we've got too many of these supplement players.
Stick to the goal, mate. Stick to the goal. Yeah.
It was a crap goal.
Atrocious defending, wasn't it?
Oh, what did they say that? What do you want me to say? It's crap.
Right, so then you're thinking, what is happening here? Yeah, what is happening? You could just feel tension. Would that be fair? The tension rising. It took us
it's more than tension, mate. Let's be honest. With some of us fans, myself included, are going like, are we hanging on here now? What's happening now? And that felt like we were hanging on.
Anger. So the young boy Curtis, all right, it's a nice bit of skill, but Dow plays him in. The young boy Curtis, who must, by the way, inside must be raging. He should have got the minutes that Cortez got. Yeah. Now I know they maybe try to give Cortez minutes, but young Finley's shown more than that boy has, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And I don't know what's going to happen with Cortez, because that right-hand side for that first half was atrocious. Aarons, Dow, and Cortez, mate, it was atrocious. The left-hand side, well, Mikey Moore showed glimpses. We'll see what it takes us with him. We've not seen much of him before. The first game we've seen him, really. Bailey Rice, we've seen what happened when he went off, and then Tav come on and put it left back. And Barjami, he gets a pass in the first half because he's wonder strike. But in the second half, both sides were equally bad, yeah. And then the big Jagiga didn't have a good game. Fernandez didn't have a brilliant game, but his goal gets him a wee bit of pass marks. And Kelly was atrocious. The starting 11, I think I've got 2 on 5 and Fernandez on 6.5, mate. Yeah, Young gets a goal and shows a decent attitude. Yeah, it's atrocious, mate. The attitude is stinking. We're watching it.
I mean, we're calling it attitude, mate. And we called it attitude last year as well, but we're calling it. It might just be that these players you're seeing the best of these players. They can't get any better. They are what they are. That's the level there. And if that's the case, well, they shouldn't be high, should they? Let's be honest about it. So, well, the comments after the game for the manager and anybody else, or any of the players, we're learning. I really do want to know what they're learning. But we're learning, it's a new learning exercise for us. It's this, that, and it's the next thing. You're saying, learn what? Can he pass the ball? There's a guy at the back post out junction, he does the ball into the goal or hits the bar. What's to learn? Don't let the guy cross the ball. Secondly, if he does cross the ball, defend the ball. Keeper, stay in your goal. But he's coached to go out there, mate. I shouldn't have saying that, but Kelly, I've not got a problem with him coming out there, mate, because he's told to go out there. Same with Butland. Both are hopeless. Both are hopeless with their feet. But we've now decided we're going to play this style of football with two keepers that doesn't suit. They're decent enough keepers, especially Butland. He's starting to come onto a game now. Be the goalkeeper, short stopper. We thought he was fine. But he had some horrendous games last year, so don't forget that. So he's capable of slipping back into that if he doesn't watch his feet in a low big ass. But I don't know, mate. Where we go with this, I haven't a clue. Because at the end of the day, the manager will no change. He's wanting to do this. So Alloa. I mean, Alloa scoring 2 goals against the Ibrox. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous, isn't it?
I've no problem with them scoring 2 goals. If there's they do something and there's no the horrendous,
it's brilliant,
errors or something happens, yeah. you know, but these were it was just shocking. Bridgeman, help me.
What can I say? I can't disagree with a word out of the two you said. We were absolutely dreadful. And the words that Albert said, to lose 2 goals at Ibrox, and you heard me harping on about this every time I'm on here. We shouldn't be losing goals at Ibrox. They need to be really good goals. Ones that we could even say, man, that's a good goal. Or, the keeper missed that or whatever. No goals that we're losing. No goals we're losing. I'm sorry. Against teams that we're playing. These two very, very, very low-level teams compared to us. But I think, oh God, listen to me. Compared to us, we're comparative to Alloa now. That's what we're thinking. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Is that the level we're at now? We're just above Alloa. No, come on, that can't be right. Either in the football or on the pitch,
We've also just knocked the Czech champions, so
yes, I understand that, but I don't get this. We're playing at Ibrox in a league, in a cup competition, or the league, and we completely switch off. Switch off. That's what it's like.
Well, that's 2 goals in a week at Ibrox, mate. We've lost to the back post, ball played to the back post, Albert. And so are you saying to me, are you waving that finger at me and telling me you're putting that down to the coaching staff?
Oh, definitely, mate. Definitely. I'm actually putting it down to the intelligence of the players as well, because centre-halves are centre-halves. They know where the danger's coming from. They know where the balls are going to go, and we've never get anybody there. Our fullbacks are posted missing all the time, but that's been happening for over 2 years now, mate. The fullbacks are always posted missing, or they get skinned. But they never ever stop Crow's balls coming in. It's another failure. It's just bad defending all around. We never seem to sort it. We never seem to want to sort it. I don't even know if we've got a defensive coach or a free kick specialist or whatever.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Whoever it is, he's not doing his job, I'll tell you.
We've got to have somebody coaching the defence. Oh, my God. Oh, scary stuff.
I don't know if we have. Nobody's ever mentioned it.
Well,
we got a goalkeeper coach. We don't get anybody else.
To be fair, the coaching staff, mate, you can do all your setup all you want. If somebody shows a desire like Dowell does, or the coach doesn't matter. Yeah, but I agree with you.
Absolutely right.
Bridgeman, in you come.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. You can do all the coaching you want, but it's just when we're talking here and you hear, I never thought of thinking it like that. And Albert says that we got defensive coaches. Surely we must have defensive coaches. You see at the start of the or before the game starts, you get all the different boys all, Rangers, they're running about mad, and then all of a sudden they start sprinting, and they take the defensive coach takes the guys, and we start with long balls and things like that for the centre halves. That's all there. So we must be doing that in the training. Jump, please tell me they do. Please tell me they do. And if they're not, then we better do it. Because The tragedy of Rangers is we can't defend the goal. And that's the God's honest truth. We can't defend the goal. It's panic stations every time the ball comes into our box. Panic station. Or the way we're playing, it's not quite in our box. It's maybe 30 or 40 yards out. The panic starts. Somebody trips up and the guy's away from you. All that nonsense, you know. I'm not having that.
I mean, we've got to take any consideration the opposition. We didn't make chance after chance at the weekend, all, but we didn't.
No, they didn't. No, you don't expect them to, but they've done enough to put the frighteners on us. And
what I'm saying is, we didn't make chance after chance.
Oh, aye. Oh, no, no, we didn't, mate.
Right, so let's part that. I've not mentioned the substitutes deliberately. I'll leave that. I think the game's done. We'll move on because tomorrow night's a massive game. Yes, agreed.
Oh, aye, definitely.
Right, let's get the phone lines open and let's turn our attention to big game at Ibrox tomorrow night. So let's hear from these.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Right, okay, so what we've got is we're going to hear from the manager and then we'll start building up and I'll get your thoughts on tomorrow night and what you think, how we're going to line up, who's going to maybe play at left back. And by the way, before we go any further, we've not really discussed it, but let me make sure I pronounce his name right. His surname. Let's welcome Jayden McGoma to the club. 19-year-old lad, plays at left back, looks as if he'll go right into the first team squad because we're short there. It comes with a wee bit of pedigree in England. No played a lot of games again. It's a bit of worry, but we wish him all the best, all better.
Definitely, mate. Welcome to Ibrox, son. I hope you're a cracker. I hope you're a brilliant
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sure every Rangers fan welcomes him.
Yeah. Right, so let's hear for the manager, Russell Martin.
Russell, in the next couple of weeks, you've got two massive Champions League qualifiers and the first Old Firm game of the season. Just how big are these next 13 days, do you think, for the team and for the club?
Yeah, I think it's a really exciting period for us. I'm looking forward to it. I think the players are looking forward to it. Every game is big for us and part of the evolution, development for the team, for us as a group moving forward. So yeah, it's really it's a time to be really excited about, I think, for us as a group, and to really see where we are at.
Yesterday the club announced the signing of Jayden McGoma. Is he going to be registered in time for tomorrow's match? And if so, is he one that's ready to be thrown straight in?
Yeah, I think he's going to be registered. We hope so anyway. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's the hopes, that he can be in the squad. And yeah, we will see today and yesterday he trained. So we'll see if he's ready to go.
Russell, what do you need to go and get a result against Bruges here?
Just to perform in a way that we really believe the players can, similar to the Pilsen game here, with the same level of intensity, energy, courage with the ball. Yeah, so they have to really trust the work. They have to really trust each other. It should be an amazing atmosphere. The two European nights we've had here already have been fantastic. The crowd have been incredible. The players have fed off the energy, so we have to try and replicate that as much as we can.
Russell, can just check the squad news, everyone fit and ready to go for?
Yeah, I think Big Cyril's probably the only concern really, so he'll be touch and go. He's responded really well to treatment, and as I said, it was nowhere near as bad as we first feared. So if it's not tomorrow, we expect him to be back for the weekend and next week.
When you were appointed here, you said at your press conference that you had other offers elsewhere, but it was nights like this that really made you decide to come here. Is this sort of, with that in mind, is this the excitement levels your own self are there?
Yeah, I think we're excited about it all. So we've been here just under 2 months now, 7 weeks, whatever it's been, and I'm more excited than ever, really. So like, it hasn't diminished one bit. I think you have to take you have to roll with the punches here for sure. And I think early on we understand we were going to have a bit of pain to go through. We have to win while we're going through some pain. So we're into this round. Huge opportunity to qualify for, one of the best competitions in world football. So it's incredibly exciting, and we have to attack it with everything we've got as a group, as a team. And I really believe we can do it. And I really hope that we give the lads enough belief that we can do it. And I know that tomorrow night the supporters will definitely do their bit for the team, and it could be a really brilliant night. And I spoke to you about this. When you come to this club, you have a chance to have experience moments that you just don't get at any other football club, and tomorrow night can be another night like that.
That was going to ask the fans as well. They've got a role to play, don't they? We've seen the effect that the crowd here can have on teams in recent years. I mean, you're looking for another one of those nights where the fans play their part.
Yeah, we have to give them. We have to really give. Like, it's both. The energy is reciprocal. The team needs to play with so much energy that then the fans feed off that, and so that will be the message to the players. And I spoke to the players this week about they have to enjoy. They have to play with a bit more joy here at Ibrox, because it can be so special and so brilliant, and there's still a bit of tension at times and all that stuff. So our job is to give them enough clarity and consistency that they can actually enjoy playing for this football club and enjoy moments like that, because it should be one of the best opportunities and times of your career. Of course, it can be tough at times and all that stuff, but seize the opportunity that you have whilst you're here. And I think you have moments of joy when you're hungry and you hunt the ball and you run for each other and you look around and your mate wants to take the ball and you look after each other with the ball, and if there's a fight to be had, you fight together. So find joy in all of that. And I think there's not been enough in the group, for sure. There's not been enough like real moments of enjoying what they're doing. So it's our job to make sure we do that. And if we play like that with that energy, then I think the fans will enjoy it as well.
How do you get that balance, Russell, between enjoying it, yet, you know, you've got to win every game at Rangers, you know.
Mm-hmm. You have to win every game at every football club, huh?
So
I think that's the job.
How do you get that balance then between the enjoyment and the pressure that comes of having to win?
Well, I think it's looking at like the fundamentals first. Enjoy the horrible part of the game. So enjoy competing, enjoy fighting, enjoy looking around knowing that your mate's going to do his job properly at their set piece. Enjoy having clarity in what you're being asked to do on the pitch. You haven't got to make it up. So enjoy like that, stepping onto the pitch. Enjoy the moment of playing in front of 52,000. It's not easy. It's not easy as a footballer. It's sometimes really difficult. Our job is to give them enough clarity that they know exactly what they're doing, with and without the ball. And then the moments of enjoyment come from giving it absolutely everything you've got and celebrating even the small moments together. Someone does their job, let them know, and look after each other a bit more. And everyone enjoys winning, of course. So that has to be the first focus. It's not going to be, oh, yeah, you know, we enjoyed it. No one enjoys losing. But I'm just talking about enjoy stepping foot in the building every day when you play for this football club now, and how much it means to so many people. So I have a lot of people message me who read message boards and stuff, who are concerned about me, and they just don't have to be. So I keep telling my mum, don't worry about it, it's all good. I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I appreciate the honour of managing this club every day and the gratitude I feel for that. So like, let's have that in the building. I said to the staff as well, like, so many of them support the club, but I think they've lost a bit of joy of being here and working here. So let's get back to that. Let's understand how big this is and how brilliant it could be, and focus on what we can control, and that is playing with so much energy tomorrow and really feeding off it.
Right, thanks for that, Fox. Yeah. I don't know if the word soundbites I know a lot in there. Look forward to it, be brave, all the things we've heard, mate. Enjoy it, yeah. Listen, I don't know about you, but when you play a game of football, enjoyment comes from winning. Albert.
Definitely, mate. I thought that was okay. I liked some of the things he said. Apart from the cliches that you've heard, but the fact that he should turn around and says, the players need to know they need to win every game. You need to win every game at every club. That's true, mate. We keep painting this as we're something special. We're not. Forget about this nonsense, we're something special. It's nonsense, mate. We've got our own players fear to our jersey. You know what I mean? The opposition are no fear to our jersey. They find it an inspiration to play against the Rangers. You know what I mean? But we're telling our players, you can't make a mistake. You've got to win every game. You know what it means to play for this team. I don't know. It's the same with any club, mate. Any supporter of any club will tell you the same things. But we keep... It annoys me that you're actually saying to the supporters, you're saying to the players, right, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do the other thing, you need to do that thing. And then they're booing people coming on the park. Would you expect these players today, we boo them coming on the park, or boo the team getting off the park? Would you really expect these players to be thinking, going, oh, I better try harder, they're booing me? It's all about supporting the team. It's all about appreciating what you've got, appreciating them when they play well. All right, they've no been playing, they'll gear that, there's no hiding that. The players will know that as well. But at the end of the day, we're all in it together, or we're not in it at all. That's all I say, mate. And that's what Eve's trying to get out of the day. Stop being feared of your own jersey, and that's what's happening to these players. They're feared of the Rangers jersey. Don't be feared of it. Sit and say, I love playing here. I want to play here. I'm going to show them what I've got. And with the help of the support constantly, not just big games, all games. You look at the away support, for example. They just go mental, sing all the time, mate. It's fantastic. The Union Bears sing their hearts out every single game at Ibrox. Every single game, mate. They disregard who we're playing. They're at it all the time, mate. This is what we need. We need to start all pulling together and making us Rangers again. We're not going to make Rangers again if we don't pull the same way. And we critique the game. I'll critique a player, you critique a player, but I'm not going to start jumping on the team anymore and going, oh, hold on a minute, we need to slag them to get anywhere or any enjoyment out of football. We need to slag the team. At the end of the day, the team's the team, and if we don't buy into it, they're not going to buy into it. And I don't think we've bought into it. I don't think any's have bought into it yet. Like Martin, load Martin, do what you want with Martin. Martin will be here, gone in a flash anyway.
We'll still be supporting Rangers, yeah.
We'll still be here, mate. We've been here for years. Bridge will tell you. He's been here 100 years.
Maybe slightly more.
Sometimes it feels like it.
Slightly more. Aye, well, come and join us. Give your thoughts. Listen, if anybody sees it slightly different for us, it'd be good to hear from you. I mean, because I take your point on where we all know each other off air, on air. We've all met on several occasions socially. We get to know people. We know what they think. Everybody sees the game different. Bridge likes a 1-0. I'd rather have a 5-4. Yeah, as long as we win. Yeah, but that's just how people see the game differently. And you're right, we critique the game, and nothing that doesn't give us any pleasure. But we couldn't come on here tonight after Saturday's game and said we played well. We just can't say something that's not true. Sometimes it might be borderline. People say it, oh, that was all right, and I might say, I don't think it was. And look, we've discussed the boy Aaron, you see it different from me. That happens. That's opinions in football. But at this moment in time, I think it's pretty universal, and I think that's the point you're making. But Bridgeman, in you come.
I'm just listening to you talking there. Yeah, but we're all right. We know. We know. Everybody knows. All us fans know. We're not going to play brilliant every game, and that's accepted. But we've got to play good sometimes, and we've got to score goals sometimes. But it seems like each game we're playing, we're ending up kind of scraping through and holding on, things like that. Those kind of terms, And really and truly, that should have been a 6-0 game. Generally, you would think that's a 6-0 game. It's the start of the season. For God's sake, Rangers, what are you doing? Well, we're not doing anything. That's the truth. We're doing nothing. I don't want to dampen down what the manager says. The manager says what he feels, and good luck to him. That's all I can say. But some of the things, I said this last week for a couple of minutes, sometimes the way he speaks, it's as if he's repeating. He's got a wee list there, and that's going to be a repeat every day, for every game that he's manager of the other team. He's going to come out and say that. And that's what he does. That's what he appears to do. And I don't think he's taking the Rangers fans' thoughts into consideration. Forgive me, I could be wrong, but I don't think he does. The fans are the most important people in the club altogether.
But I don't think a manager should, mate. His only focus should be winning the games of football, mate. And then
but I understand that. But he's speaking. He's speaking to the fans. That's what these shall we say these conferences are about. Speaking to the fans. And if he wants to speak to the fans like that, then the fans will be long before they say, I can't be bothered listening to him, That's what they'll say. Sorry, guys, sorry.
Oh, all right. Listen, we need really clues about who's going to play where we are. some of the
Raskin's
rumours.
playing.
Aye, apart from that Jaden's in the squad, Albert, yeah? And that's been sorted, yeah?
Yeah, it's... it's... But in fairness, though, him in.
So what... I know it seems strange. We're back to Beale with Big Golson at Rugby Park. So let's hear the second part of the manager's interview, and then we might have an idea of where we're going with the team.
Can you give us some clarity on Nicholas Raskin? Is he in the squad? Is he in the right mindset now? And a lot of speculation aside, you're happy with where he's at?
Yeah, I think he's got better and better. I think he'll get better and better. He was only not in the squad on Saturday for a rest. He picked up a kick on Tuesday, but he's trained really well. And I think he's going to be a big player for us. I said that from the beginning, but I also said obviously it's been a difficult summer for him and all that. But the last few weeks, I've loved the energy that Nico's brought, and he's going to be really important for us. And he will play tomorrow, and he'll be a big player for us.
There was some reports at the weekend that he had asked to leave the club. Can you squash those reports and rumours?
Yeah, no, he's been really good. So we analysed these clips, me and him together from Tuesday. So yeah, no, I've not heard anything. Not at all. So he's been brilliant, and I'm pretty sure Kevin and Patrick and the gang would have told me if we'd had heard that. So no.
Callum? Russell, when you arrived at the club a couple of months ago, I'm sure you would have come into it with your eyes open, and you would have known it was going to be a fairly significant rebuild. I just wonder, with regards to Champions League football, if you can secure that, how would that help accelerate the development of the team?
Well, I think the belief it would give the players, I think, would be massive. I think financially, obviously, what it would do for the football club would be huge. So I think if we are able to do it, which I really believe we are, if we can do it and qualify for it, I think it'd be brilliant. I think, like someone asked me, have we got the squad depth and all that to sustain it? I don't think we need to worry about it. I think let's try and get in there first, and then we're building a squad that has to compete in Europe, whether it's Europa League or the Champions League. So I think it would be incredibly exciting. It would help us a lot as a football club moving forward, and not just financially and all that, but what it would do for the players and their belief, and to then pit yourself against some of the best teams in the world would be brilliant, a brilliant opportunity for us. So we're here to try and attack it as much as we can.
Russell, just a supplementary to that, what would it mean to you from a personal point of view if you were to take Rangers to the Champions League proper at the first time of asking?
Well, yeah, it'd be a massive achievement for all of us, but it's not about me, it's not about any individual player, it's genuinely about what's best for the club and how exciting that would be for all of us. So yeah, I was so pleased for us to get through the first tie against Panathinaikos after such a short amount of time, and the difficulty of that tie, which they showed after they went and won their next one. So yeah, I think every competition we play is an opportunity for us to show what we can be, and tomorrow's the same. So it's not about how I would feel and all that stuff. It's about us as a group, and it could be a huge moment for us.
I know you're saying, Russell, that it's not about you, but are these two ties your biggest games as a manager? And is it possible for you to keep out your mind that potential 40 million prize for the club?
They're huge games, yeah. I think the playoff final for Southampton and knowing the ramifications and what would happen if we didn't get promoted was a very heavy responsibility, and maybe jobs were going to be lost. The club would look very different the next season. So that was very, very big for us as a group. But yeah, this is huge. We're at this club, and we have an opportunity to really go and achieve something tomorrow that will put us in a really good place. So yeah, it's a massive, massive game. It's really difficult, like even when I look back on my playing career, to define which one was the most important as a man. But this is huge. It's massive for us as a group of staff, massive for the team, massive for the club, and I'm looking forward to it.
Russell, just in terms of tomorrow's fixture, Club Brugge in the knockout stage of this competition last season, do you consider yourselves underdogs to progress, or is your mentality that we're here and you expect your players to win this game?
Yeah, I don't think we'd ever go into any game with considering ourselves underdogs, for sure. I think as a coach I know well, we were in Wales at the same time together at different clubs, different levels, but we played against them a few times and we exchanged some ideas at the time. So, and Nicky's done a great job, but it has to be about us. It has to be about what we're going to do, how we're going to attack the game, trying to turn it into the game we want it to be. and we're playing at home. So I expect the team to put in a performance that enables us to win the game and gives us a chance of winning the game, and that's what we're going to aim to do for sure.
Michael, then Stevie, to finish, please.
Russell, we saw Bruges here a few weeks ago. I mean, has that game got any relevance in terms of the quality of them or the quality of your side in terms of having evolved since then?
I think both teams look very different already. So I think there's a few patterns we definitely looked at over the last few days that have been consistent in their games moving forward. But personnel are different, the circumstances different, the atmosphere is going to be very different. So I think it's very hard to read too much into that for sure. And we're a very different team now in terms of personnel as well. So no, I think we've watched a lot of their recent games rather than our friendly game. But of course we've looked at a few things from it.
Stevie, last one.
Russell, just tapping into something you said earlier on about positivity around the building and things like that. Has that been a key message for you as well? And say a lot of people have said this is a huge couple of weeks. What if this happens? But what if the other side? What if Rangers do come out of this? What if we do qualify for the Champions League? Is that the carrot and the potential there for everyone to go and chase?
Yeah, I just think all the time we have to talk about opportunity and seizing it and the opportunities you have at this football club. So I think when I talk about like positivity and all that, we're not sitting there going it's all great and not that false like positivity that it's just not realistic. We're realistic. We have to improve in so many areas, but let's look at the opportunities that are ahead of us and what we can go and achieve and what it could look like in a month's time, in a week's time. So yeah, I think for us it's consistently focusing on what we can improve and most of the time when we're looking backwards at games, we can't then affect what's happened in that game. We can only affect what's moving forward. So always looking forward, looking how we can do better, looking at tomorrow's game, what's going to be really important for us, and having to follow that all the time. But being really consistent with our messages about the opportunities that you have at this football club and how you should feel, or you should try and feel playing for this football club. So look at that rather than, maybe feeling the weight of it sometimes and all that stuff. Look at what can happen to you if you do really well here and what you can achieve. So I think there's so much to be excited about for this group of players and for this team and this group of staff and this football club. And we have to make sure that we do our best to make sure that that's the outcome.
Well, thanks for that, Foxy boy. The message I took at that is there's a bit of mischief making going on in the Scottish press before the Rangers play a big game. Surprise, surprise. And it's all, you've all the clickbait sites where it gets bigger and bigger. Just before we play a big game, are you surprised, Albert?
Not in the slightest, mate. Not in the slightest. You would think some people in Scotland don't want us to get into the Champions League. Well, why, yeah? Anyway, it's back to business, and it's as I said to you, I think I quite like some of the stuff he said, but some of the stuff he's right. I don't think we're a team yet. I don't think we're playing as a team, and he knows it. We're not a team yet, mate, and we're not playing well. It's obvious. To play well, you need to pull together, mate. You need to start running harder. If your mate's in trouble, he's saying, is your mate's in trouble, go and get the ball, help him out. If you all help each other, you'll start enjoying it a lot more. It's as simple as that, mate. But at the end of the day, it's down to the individual players. If they want to pull together and they want to be a team, they'll be a team. If they don't, well, it's only going to be one. It's failure all round, then, isn't it? It's just going to be total failure. So if they don't start knuckling down the now and start playing better, well, it's only going to end one way, and it's not going to be pleasant.
Quick thoughts, Briggs, before we go to the tune?
Yeah, I think some of the stuff Albert said is absolutely true. However, in fairness to the manager, there are a number of players coming in. Hopefully, got the one that just signed today. Maybe get a wee breakthrough and get him signed into a European side.
He's in, mate. He told you that.
Is he in now? Okay, right. Oh no, I missed it, pal. Sorry.
You missed it.
So I'm delighted. He got a game. He'll play tomorrow night. That's for sure, in my opinion. I would definitely play him. I would definitely play him.
It's a big risk. Albert, quickly, big risk.
Oh, definitely. Come back. I've not seen the boy, but
listen, get yourself a mute, lads, because we're going to have a tune.
the famous RFC. Na 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 na.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Do you like that tune, Albert? I know you're quite particular.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Aye. You like the quicker tempo ones, do you? You don't like your sort of waltzes, no?
I don't like the Scottish ones, the one that sounds Scottish. I can't go there ones. I don't like the ones at all. But I like that one. That's a good one.
Well, when we go to up tomorrow in the whole stadium, yeah? Singing Ibroxonia, you'll be sitting in your hands, will you?
No, I'll be singing it all, mate.
All right, good man, good man. Good man. Right, to go back to young Jaden, yeah? He's come in, mate. It's a gamble, eh? It's a gamble.
Not seen him play, mate. I've not seen him play. Know nothing about the boy, and it's saying, "Oh, if he does get a game, you would imagine then I looked at him and went, "Oh, this boy's got it." So I hope it's the case. It might be he comes on and has a blinder, but I don't know. I can't say aye and I can't say no, but I know one thing: at 19 years of age and you're making your debut at Ibrox in front of a big crowd again in a really important European night. You'll sit and go enjoy this sort of thing and much bigger than this.
New teammate.
Oh, I know. It's some ask. So anyway, we'll get to the team eventually, but if he doesn't play, we'll go to ask the question, who does play?
Aye, that's a valid question, mate. A valid question, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the ones that, we'll go selections, but none of them preferable, put it that way.
So you don't fancy anybody else?
At left back, mate.
Aye.
Well,
no, the club. Apart from that boy, no the club at the moment, no.
I mean, the obvious one would be Aaron's plays there and Tab plays on the right, mate. And
I think that's exactly what will happen if that boy doesn't play. We can't go with experiments. We need to stop experimenting. We've got to have players. We should have the number of left backs, a number of boys that can play left back, a number that can do it, and every position should be covered by a number of people. But really, that's really poor, isn't it? Really poor.
I don't know if circumstances or just things that happen so quickly with controlling them. When I say that,
I'll be back in a minute.
Yes, the bid coming in for Jeffy was maybe wasn't in the plans, Bridgeman, but
yeah,
I get it. But when 3 left backs leave, well, in the process, one's left and 2 looks like in the process of leaving the club, you're going to be short. And we've not get anybody say we're standing left side the centre half. It could maybe go and do your turn and you discover another Papach syndrome. I remember Gordon Petrick's doing it in the past.
I remember that.
Obviously, Balogun done it for Tavernier. Remember
right.
when?
Absolutely, and that big boy Hernandez could do it if he's left-footed.
I couldn't see him playing at fullback, mate.
Yeah,
honestly, mate, with that gate and that the way he plays, I just don't see it.
I would give him a crack anyway because you've got Strutter still available for the game.
So it'll be there, aye.
Yeah, and so you could have DG and Strutter, and then a boy at left back. You could do it that way. As long as he's left-footed. As long as he's left-footed. If he's not left-footed, don't play him.
I think he's right-footed, mate, the way past the ball.
Oh, well, if he's right-footed, no, we don't want to play that. We've been there before.
You know. Aye, I mean, the young boys come in, Jay. Let me just make sure I get his surname right. On the right, mate. You know, but Jay and Mahoma, I hope I'm saying that right, but Look, stranger things have happened in football. He's 19. He's not played a lot of professional games, about 20 odd, I think, in total. Yeah, and so he's went for a decent price tag in England, which is sometimes seen as pennies. However, we brought him in. They must fancy him. They've obviously looked up and got him in the club. I still think it would be a gamble. I don't know if it would be fair. If he plays and he does well, it'll be what a decision, brave and all that other stuff. If it goes Pete Tong, mate, the pressure will just mount even more, and the boys don't have to a good start. I don't know. I'd be looking for a plan B, if I'm honest, Bridgeman.
Well, I don't think we've got a plan B. You can stick Tav in there and keep that boy Aarons at right back. You know, I don't know, because I think that's what happened in Saturday, wasn't it? We ended up with Tav playing at left back.
And then they swapped to her, because it looked as if they were practicing for Tuesday night, yeah?
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. You know, so it just went from bad to, it's gone from bad to worse in the left back's position.
So we're struggling for fullbacks. It sounded a bit now.
Aye, left backs seem to be a different position, but a difficult position for us at the moment. But
is there any way we can confirm if Jefty's actually gone? Has he gone yet?
No, well, they've intimated he's on his way to sort out his deal, mate. Obviously, transfers are not like the word, they're complicated, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so I think my information has that he sort of said cheerio, mate. So,
oh well.
Yeah.
We're going to argue with that then. We're going to argue with that.
You know, but it's never done till they're done, isn't it? You know.
It's one of these things. With three folks, with three left backs, now we've not got any.
That's exactly. Can we not get Dowell in with that deal? Oh. He's a left-footed player, isn't he? Play him at left back.
Yeah. No offence to the boy Dowell, but it's not going to work for him, and I just think, I mean, managers live and die by their selection, so see what happens. I'm all right. Stranger things have happened, all there, aren't they?
Definitely, mate. It's the trouble with Dowell is you can't keep booing him. We've got to, at least for his own part, support the boy. I agree with you. He's not done nothing. Well, he done a wee bit of magic here and waited Saturday right enough for that fourth goal, but in general, he's poor. He likes him for the fact that he fills that side of the park, and his defensive duties can be better. Good, but he's lost 2 goals, once against Motherwell and three goals, one against Motherwell, one against Panathinaikos, and one against that mob there on Saturday.
Aye, he's been involved in it. Aye.
The three of them. So he's not doing his defensive duties that well, is he? But it's a shame. I don't like it. It's not right. You feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for a lot of the guys that sometimes they're just not up to it. Sometimes they're just not good enough to play. It's not just for the Rangers. He was getting a game. In fact, he was getting a game with Birmingham. When I say that Davis and him, they've found the level, mate. They're Division 1 players. They're not even Championship players. They're Division 1 players, mate. They've found. That's why they played so well, because they've found their level. The level's no Championship, Premiership, or Scottish Premiership or an English Premiership. That's no their level, mate. That's way above their ability. So at the end of the day, they need to move along to the first division. They should be playing in there where they belong now. We've gave them fantastic contracts that their ability doesn't deserve. No, I mean it doesn't justify it. But we'll go at them and we'll go to selling a pickle by doing this stupid thing.
Aye. I would try to clear the decks, and look, I don't know if Jefty and Ridvan would have been tapping your list, but they might have been on your list, if I'm honest, Albert.
They had to go, but they weren't the first to go, or in the front of the queue to go. And there's a lot of dead wood in there. But again, other teams are wanting to buy players that they think they can do something with.
Aye.
So they're going to shop at your better players and your duds. Well, you can keep your duds if you want. your Matondos, your Cifuentes. Cifuentes is a good one, by the way. I think Cifuentes could do us a turn. I think he would actually improve our team if you could get him to play. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't like the weather or whatever it is. So there you've got it. So you've got him, Matondo, and you've got Davis all on big wages. I dare say Dill's on big wages, but at least Dill's on the park trying to do something. The other three are just throwing wages.
Matondo actually turned up at Ibrox.
He's injured.
Oh no! Sorry, I forgot about that part of his game. And Cifuentes, is he injured?
We don't know what's happening with him, mate.
Yeah, okay.
Really don't know.
Weird.
But aye, listen, going back to the left back, Bridge said play Fernandes next to Suter. I don't see Fernandes fitting in at left back. But again, as I mentioned, Papac, yeah, you never know, mate, but it didn't look as if he had that gate for me to play in there, Albert.
You never know, Ryan. Papac would have said no. But if I were me on Tuesday, I would play three at the back, mate, and play Fernandes on, along with Suter and the Jigger. I would play it. That's where I would go with it, mate.
Right, please do that. The rest of your team then.
I would play. This is going to sound mental. I'd play Azagard and Cameron, along with what you call it, Raskin, Diamande, and Rothwell in the middle of the park.
So that's your five, and who's your two up front?
The two up front would be the Gas Man and Ant-Man. He's centre forward. Centre forward's a waste of time anyway. We don't play. Don't do anything, do they?
Wow.
I would shut the game right down, mate. I would totally shut this game right down.
Interesting. And by the way, anybody's expecting a giant, young Jaden's no much taller than Ridvan. So there we go. We'll see. Listen, I get your rationale, Albert. I thought you were going to say Dessers and Danilo there because you're champion Danilo playing in the service role, yeah?
No. You'll never get me. I mean, Dessers is Dessers, not. I mean, I don't want the guy to be good, but he's just no good. He's just no a good football player. Danilo's a good football player, but he can't get the goals. Dessers not a good football player, but gets some goals. It's mental. It's totally mental. If you get, I mean, look, they get Dessers is that chance he had against Panathinaikos for it is to win that game. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Now that didn't matter. That chance really didn't matter, but he didn't score it anyway. But it's when it does matter. That's what you're looking at going. If he's ruining a 1-1 with a goalkeeper, they're not guaranteed. I know he needs strikers guaranteed to score, but he'll miss more than he scores in that situation.
As I said before, I've said it many times. He's the biggest enigma I've ever known at Ibrox, mate. Bridgeman, I've never known anybody like him.
It's the strangest person. You know, when he scores a goal and maybe two goals a game, he's a hero. He's a hero because he puts the ball in the net and it lifts his spirits and he's all over the park then. You know, he's in bothering everybody. You're right, he's an enigma. You know, yes. See when you see him and he misses the ball. I mean, he literally misses the ball sometimes. And you think to yourself, what? He's supposed to be a top-class centre-forward. And you see when he scores goals, you get goals you don't expect, and it's really brilliant to watch. But then he doesn't. What a nonsense. Oh, my goodness. What an enigma, right enough.
Somebody sent me a text at the end of the week, said he can't even get injured right.
Oh.
I was like...
Hey. By the way, he brought that injury on himself, didn't he? Let's be honest. So let's not kid ourselves. He did get hit in the face, but he's trying to do amateur dramatics and throw himself back and he gets his own studs caught in the grass. It's stupid. You're saying that's just stupid. Again, dark arts. This is what he's trying to get them to do. They can't even do that, right?
Aye. You don't think that's what the team will be all better? That's
no, probably not be. Yeah? No, be that. But I would like it to be that. But no, not be, mate. It'll be Butland, Tav,
Aarons.
Jigger, Aarons and left back, and Suter. And then the three normal, Raskin, Rodwell and Diamandi in the middle of the park. Up front it'll be Danilo, the two wingers, Gasman and Ant-Man.
That's providing Dessers is unavailable.
It's not playing Dessers. Danilo I'm playing.
I know, I'm saying, I don't know.
You would play Dessers if he's fit?
Well, I think if Dessers is fit, well, I do apologise, Robert. Forget what I said, please.
No, but just I'm asking you a question. You would have that team, but
I would definitely. I would play Dessers up front. Given all the things I've said about him, I still think he would give you more when the chances come to him. It would give you more than Danilo does. Danilo's in a bad run at the moment, form-wise. And much as I like the guy, and I think he'll be a really good player for Rangers one day, but that one day it looks like it was a long way away. But he might be good coming on. But he comes up and I think he looks like a midfielder when he comes on and he starts getting the ball and he runs across the park with the ball and he makes good passes. But when he's in the box on his own, I don't think he can't reach high balls as good as he used to be. It may be a bit of fear there after getting his face smashed in. And we have to agree that's we have to take cognizance of that. I do think they'll play Dessers. I do think he would play Dessers.
I agree. If he's fit, I think he would play Dessers. Oh, but I actually quite like the look of your team.
What, the first one?
The first one. The first one. I'll go for the first one.
The first one, no. The first one, you know. But it's going to be interesting. It's a big game all been in it, mental in it. You know that it's massive for the finances of the club to help you. This for a springboard to help us move forward even more. Football wise, I don't know how massive it is. It's only down to pounds, shillings, and pence, if I'm honest.
It's a cash register. I said it before, and I'll keep on saying it. It's just a cash register, mate. And it's to get you players for next year. That's all it's there to do, mate. Strengthen your squad, get better quality players in. That's all it's there. It's not a competition, mate. It's just cash register. You have no chance of winning it. So if you have no chance of winning it, it's like equivalent to Arlo in a Scottish Cup or League Cup. Came to Ibrox, got the paycheck, and they're off the go. Same thing, mate, just on a bigger scale. It's just, I'm not interested in football that much when it's like this, because it's not about winning games and winning cups and trophies and things like that. Especially Europe, it's just cash, mate. Just cash. No interest. They're no interested in clubs like us or to get to the latter stage of these cups. They want their Premiership clubs and your German clubs, your top German, French and Spanish and Italian clubs. They want the big glamour clubs to get there. They're not interested in it. We're just cannon fodder. We're just to make the numbers up. You've got to have us in there and teams like us in there to have a so-called competition. But it's just for somebody to play. If they could play their reserve teams, they would play their reserve teams against each other. No, I mean, they would rather than play any other team in the world. It's cash, mate, just cash, and that's the way you should treat it, mate. No interested in the actual competition itself per se. Just interested in getting the money.
Aye.
Sad, isn't it? It's sad. Remember, you used to get the European Cup, think you could win the European Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup and the Fairs Cup and things like that. You used to actually go in with the expectation of winning the thing. No anymore. The days are gone.
Especially if you're knocked out a Greek team and a Czech team. You'd have been into the third round, mate. You'd been well into the competition, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. No, the conference, that one there, that's for the Diddy teams. That's for all the Diddy teams. But I'd say a couple of years back that the UEFA Cup in the next 3 to 5 years will be just as difficult to win. No, it's proven to be, mate. That's getting harder and harder. I think it's now impossible for you to win that. And now you're down to the Conference League, and that's for the Diddy teams. And there, Chelsea won that last year. This is the calibre of teams you're getting in there. It's madness, mate. It's totally madness.
And you mean they should stop the the automatic download into the Europa League, for instance.
Well, that's part of it. Well, I don't know.
No, Bridge, the Champions League should be for champions. People that win the
Oh,
league.
100%. I've always thought that. But England have got 7 champions or something like that.
Aye.
Anyway, let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, come and give your thoughts. I like your team. Asgard came on. Obviously, we just seen one run. He's got a bit of physique about him. He looks a silky runner all better.
Oh, he looks the part. Definitely looks the part. Bit rusty, but looks the part. I knew he was tall, but he does fill the park a bit, doesn't he? He looks to be a player. Let's hope it pans out that way. He'll get some game time.
Were you doing it at Turkish this morning, getting the hairdo?
Ask for extensions and they just laugh you out the show.
Very good.
He looks as if he's as I say, he looks as if he's a silky runner, Bridgeman, doesn't he? First impressions, yeah.
Well, there are times when you look at him and the camera booms over or whatever, and you see this giant, That's what he looks like, a big giant, And the other guy, the DJ or whatever his name is, he's there's only a couple of, maybe an inch or two between them,
I'm talking about Asgard, mate.
Sorry, Asgard. Oh, sorry, apologies. I thought I was talking about a big fella again. Apologies. No, I'm looking forward to seeing him because I've only seen the snippets of the boy Asgard. And I think
he came on Saturday, man.
No, but I'd only seen the snippets of him before, so I don't know if he, shall we say, nothing was showing. Rangers didn't show anything really on Saturday, and I can't include Asgard. But he's a nice player. He got a couple of runs and that. You can't argue. Yeah, but he's going to do something for us. He's going to do something for us. He's an improvement on what we've got. Let's put it that way.
And the young boy Moore showed a bit of confidence through the game. I didn't think he got a lot of the ball second half, if I'm honest. Albert, first half he was quite prominent. Tried things, yeah.
Yeah, he's. To be honest with the boy Moore, I'd rather boy Moore a flop and Cortez a hit than the other way about, mate. I really would.
I get that. I get that, mate.
Because for obvious reasons. But in the first half, he was full of life and trickery. But again, it's like any decent team. They see a danger and they do something about it, especially in the second half. And what did they do? 3 players on him. Anytime we get anywhere near the ball, 3 players running about him. It's just that's why you deal with wingers, and that's the whole thing. That's why you need to move the ball faster and get the ball out of the wings when they've got a 1-to-1. But we don't. We fart about, play a million passes, and then get to them 3 players on each wing. The same. Cortez was the same. You look at it again. Every time the boy looked up, he had three to beat. So he's nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. So he was a day simple ball. Knock it back. Boring football. He needs to learn to do quick 1-2s in that situation. Jeffy and Gasman were doing it against them firmly later on in the game when they started doing the wee quick 1-2s. All of a sudden they were opening up. They were getting in the back of them. So the wingers need to learn that. When these 3 players come out, it's quick 1-2s you need to run about. But it's he's a nice looking player, the boy Moore. He has nice touches, and a good thing about him, he's no fear. He just gets in there, doesn't he? He just gets in. Again, a good football player. So he can see passes, especially the wee passes, the wee ones between players. Wee topo through to players. The boy gives to your man Barjami for his goal. Just a simple ball, mate. But he sees it and he gives it right away, right pace. Just a simple ball. But for the last few weeks, we've been getting that ball rang. Just can't seem to get...
They just be behind them or something, yeah.
Aye, exactly.
And then they can't have that shot. Can he?
No. So and you go, there's nothing special about the pass, but it's just you need to execute it. And he did. But he's a nice player.
There's nothing about anything special about any pass, mate. If you're playing on the deck, it doesn't matter how you play. It's on a straight line, isn't it?
Well, the ones that you see that nobody else sees, you know what I mean, for whatever position you're on the park, they're the special passes. They're the ones that, oh, you go, no many people seen that pass. But you're right, every other pass is just a pass. It's all about speed, it's all about pace, and it's all about awareness.
I mean, seeing the picture, yeah, the good players see that pass just quicker than the other, know what I mean?
Aye, the average player.
Aye, that's it's just all about just that bit quicker than thought, and seeing the picture quicker and seeing the picture bigger, and ultimately these people can pass a ball 20 yards. Well, you'd like to think so, you know what I mean? Well, maybe not witnessed that a lot this season, but they can. But it's making the right decision, the right pass, and the times when to pass it, and when you release it, and when you move it quicker. One of the things I'm not enjoying is I just think that when wingers are getting the ball, and I want your two thoughts on this. The fullback and the midfield player are all right standing in front of him. I've mentioned it already, mate, and I just think it's criminal. One thing I'll say about the young boy Rice, this team is running outside for the first few minutes, running outside of the boy Moore and making the fullback having to go with him to give the boy Moore some options. Whereas when we go to inside, the defenders just starting. I'm struggling with it, mate. Got me all there, then bridge.
Aye, definitely. It's they steal the winger's position as space as well. It's all about movement when it comes into that position. It's all about taking players away. It's nuts, mate. You stand and watch it. Accuse Big Dessers of being a statue, but there's a few statues in there, especially when they go up close to each other. They don't know what they're doing, mate. Let's be honest about it. They don't know what they're doing. If you've got to start explaining this to them, you sit and go, well, you're not really a football player then, are you? You should know this. You should know when to go, I can't run down there. I'm going to take his space. I want the winger on a one-to-one. You got to create it. Create that space for the winger. They don't. Blocking. This is another thing that they don't do when they get into that situation we just talked about there, is block the defender for the winger. They stand and watch two defenders and three defenders on a winger. They don't go over there. Now, if you can't take the ball and there's no angle to give it to take a pass, block the player. Give the winger a chance by blocking. No, they don't. They just stand like a statue and watch him. I referred to Davy Cooper when they used to give Davy Cooper the ball and everybody used to run to the back post. I know it wasn't like that, but it felt like that. Like, there, Davy, there's the ball. We'll be at the back post waiting for you. Beat the 5 players and cross it out to us. It's something similar. You need to start thinking about it. You need to really start thinking. I call it getting involved in the game. Too many of them don't get involved in the game. And being on the ball is just the only thing that makes you involved in a game. Mate. Be part of the game.
Aye, that's a big part of the game, mate. It's a simple game. Bridgman, how do we improve? I mean, obviously, with defending has been horrendous. The 2 goals we lost at the weekend, the one for suicide passes. The goal we lost against Dundee was a set piece, wasn't it, for a suicide pass? No, there were suicide passes led up to the free kick being awarded. But defending's got to be better, eh?
Oh yes, all round in the defence, including defensive midfielders. They've all got to be able to be in there, and every one of them should be able to. I would imagine every one of them should be able to read the game inside the box. They're facing their own goal 90% of the time, waiting for see if the ball's going to come out or can they go in and tackle or whatever, you know. But they just don't seem to stand. They just seem to stand there running about the 18-yard line and try to wait for the ball to come out. No, get in there and get the ball, because it's just panic mercy stuff. That's all it is with Rangers now. And I don't know if we've got the players that can actually do what we expect them to do. You know, somebody get the ball. And you know, the old saying that we used to say, just put it, rose-ed it. If in doubt, put it out. Simple as that. But try and make it a throw in as opposed to a corner. But I wouldn't care which way it would be. For me, who's in charge in there? It's your big centre halves and your goalkeeper. Get in there and get that ball out of the way. and clear everybody else wet, you know, that kind of thing. So a bit of strength in there. But we don't do it. We just don't do it. We give away a lot of corners for absolutely zero. You know, you see some of these crosses that come in and they go up there and try to header the ball and it bounces off the side of the reed out for a corner. And you think, can you not header the ball? But no, all the things you said there, we don't know what we're doing at the back, and we need to get back to the wee topic that Albert brought up. We need to be a coach. They need to be coached what you're doing. And I know they can play football because you know, it'd be nice for somebody at the back to be able to pass it to somebody that can play football. You know, an Oxchair, you know, find Oxchair, find him. He actually can get the ball and turn and run, you know.
Well, mate, I wouldn't run, mate. It was a bit warm, not mean, but you know.
Well, I know what you mean, but you know
as
what I mean. You can actually
forward,
you can take the ball in, put it that way.
As long as they're going forward, mate. You know, and we're going to. I'm glad you mentioned that. Rothwell never lasted long again, mate. I think it was 60 odd minutes he's done every game. I think he was okay without being without influencing the game a lot. Albert, if I'm listening, I'm not blaming him for the calamity. It was the own goal. I know it came off as he'd last, but well, I don't know if you can blame him. But I didn't think he was fantastic on Saturday, if I'm honest, Albert.
Playing the wrong position, mate. Simple as that. It's not his position. You can see it. Raskin's a better player in the position. He's not a better passer than him, but he's a better player in that position. More energy. He can tackle. He can get up for a ball. He can pass the ball first time. He's brilliant. When he dithers on the ball, he's not so brilliant. But if you put Rothwell slightly forward, you might still only get an hour out of him or 70 minutes, but he'll be more effective within the game. Absolutely more effective within the game.
I agree with you totally about the Raskin thing. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying about Raskin. What you basing on that you think Rothwell will be better one forward, mate?
Watched him in the Dundee game. The last 10 minutes he was on the part of the Dundee game when he actually started carrying the ball forward, further up, right into the area. He done one particular run. He just threw about 3 or 4 of them. No bother. You're sitting there saying he looked a lot comfortable doing that than he does what you're doing at the moment. So I just think he is. And I was listening to somebody else talking about him, and the Leeds fan were saying, no, he played a wee bit further forward and he's playing with Rangers. Simple, mate. It's as simple as that. It's too many players in the wrong positions as we're playing as well. He's got to start.
I get your run when he done that one run when he looked as if he was going to go in and bat it in the goal and then just at the last moment fluffed his lines. It was a sort of slalom run right into.
Yeah.
Right. I get that. I don't see the mobility to play one forward at the moment, mate. I really don't.
I do when it's going forward. It might struggle coming back, but going forward, definitely. At the moment, you're not getting enough out. He's just doing enough to get by. He's just picking the ball up, moving it left, right, maybe a through ball now and again. Not very often. So the midfielder all doing that. And if they're a midfielder all doing that, how are we supposed to score, mate? I don't get it. How are we supposed to...
Up front. I get that. And by the way, just a quick note, Southside Super 6 wasn't far away at the weekend. I think it was 4 up and they had 5-1 at certain times without at different times. So you had close but no cigar. His best effort this season, that's not a high bar if I'm honest. Maybe his best effort for maybe nearly a season and a bit, if I'm honest. But not to worry. Anyway, we've been joined by Southside. Evening, Southside.
Hi, cheers for that introduction, you rocket.
I'm glad you've come on, mate. There was something I thought it was really good on follow that people who attended the cup games there at the weekend should be awarded more Myers points.
I agree with that.
I just quickly, what your thoughts on that, Albert?
Oh, definitely. They should get double points, mate. Double points. Loyalty.
Yeah. Just what about yourself, Southside? Would you back that idea?
Yep, 100%. Definitely. And the same as you should get your 15 points when you travel abroad for the sacrifices that you make in the 3 days after your work and all that for people. I agree with that, I know. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, for the people who take 3 days after work, aye.
Anyway.
The away games, you get a point for every £1 you spend for the away games.
Aye. I know. Bit of a scale.
How are you, mate?
Aye, good. Nah, just looking forward to the game tomorrow. I've stayed away from all the sort of negativity, and I've heard rumours about this and that, and I've just stayed away from it all. Because see, tomorrow, this is a chance, 2 games away for getting into the Champions League. Whether we're ready or no, doesn't make a jot. It's about trying to get there. So, and we're still teething now with mistakes and defence looking no bad at corners and set pieces and losing stupid goals. But you know what? We're still 2 games away from getting to the Champions League, and we might be able to buy a couple of players. We're adding players into the squad for tomorrow who never played in the last game in the friendly. We're playing a team who got to the last 16 of the Champions League last year, and we've played them in a friendly. And I think we'll beat them tomorrow night. They're a decent team to pass the ball similar to the way we're trying to do it, but it looks like in the games that I've watched, I thought they were lucky against Salzburg, but they're through. Same as we were lucky in 1 or 2 occasions in Europe when we're through. So tomorrow, I think it's 60-40 us because we're at home with the support and the crowd. And I think we should just go and have a right good go at it. Because I don't think there's anything really stopping us from getting there unless they absolutely come out and batter us, which I don't think they will. I think we'll be ready. And I'm hoping that we'll get the first couple of goals and then we'll hear Ibrox rocking and we'll take it from there. So no, I have no fear about tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. We understand they're a good team, they're a more settled team than us, but fear no foe, mate. We're at Ibrox. They've lost a few, they have, but we've got a nucleus of a squad that we're hoping that some of them would have moved on and be moving on and would have put in more players. He's not got his 11 to 14 players, 15 players of a squad that he really wants, and it could never be done in one transfer window.
Well. Here's something for you. I had a quick look, match of the day at the weekend there. Just glanced at it, mate. Sunderland versus West Ham, mate. Sunderland, 8 debutants. 3-0.
Aye, but we've not had... we didn't even have enough strikers fit for the start of the European campaign. You know, and that's sad. That's a sad indictment. You know, we should have had strikers ready. We were playing a third choice striker last season, starting in the first game. You know, so I'm looking positive at tomorrow. But at Ibrox, I'm sure Ibrox will be rocking, and hopefully the team will rise to the occasion. And Asgard might come over maybe they start, maybe they don't, but they'll certainly be good additions when they come on. I would like to think they've got flair and ability. The 2 wingers have been flying. We know what they can do. Gasman's scoring goals in Europe for fun when he takes it back. So, and we're at Ibrox, so hopefully we can do a job on them tomorrow night, and that'll be enough to take us to the away game, and hopefully we should be able to see it through. So, and I still think we could score there and all, but Ibrox tomorrow night, hopefully it'll be rocking, and hopefully we get a right good victory option that takes away a bit of the negativity that's floating about the club and the manager and some of the players. At the end of the day, it should be a bit more crisper and better. I understand it. 1 or 2 things I don't like, but see, at the end of the day, it will get better. Whether it's good enough to win as a league or no, as I heard Albert saying earlier there, I don't know. I'd like to think it will be, because at the end of the day, we need to win as more games than anybody else and we'll win the league. So, but tomorrow night's all about Europe, and if we can take off the money off that mob across the city for all the hard work we've done over the years and never managed to get there, this is the time now. To get it. It'll give the club a huge boost, and it'll certainly bring in a lot of income, and we might be able to go and get another few players, and they might be better quality than what we've brought in.
I'm just worried that some of them might say they want to stay and play the Champions League. But,
you nailed that, didn't you?
See one of the... see the board themselves will be delighted with Martin. Absolutely delighted with him. Because he's got his that last game. He just brought £5 million into the club, and he's also now guaranteed you multiple millions in the UEFA Cup, and he's now as Southside just pointed out there, he's 2 games away from getting into a £40 million payout. They'll be delighted with him, mate. Absolutely delighted. He's doing things now that wasn't expected. Well, from your point of view, from the supporters' point of view, we are saying it's crap, which it is. It's no good to watch, but isn't it? But the board will not be looking at that way at the moment. They'll be saying to themselves, oh, carry on this way, you'll do for us. So you got to think it that way. It's not just about winning, beating Dundee and beating Motherwell, which should be doing. It's about the whole picture, the foundations you're laying in now. And he's already laid some decent foundations.
So, Southside, well, we've got you on, mate, obviously. What would your starting 11 be tomorrow night?
I don't even really give it a thought, Ox, to be honest. Butland, it looks like I don't even know the situation with Jeffy. Has he went yet? Has he definitely? Has he went?
Aye, it sounds as if he's off, mate. Yeah.
Right.
He's been withdrawn for the squad, I know.
Is it right? So Aaron's is obviously going to be left back. I would imagine. Just thinking if it happened, my head now with Tav in at right back. That's what I would expect to happen if that's the case. The Suter will probably play with Giga. I don't think he'll play the boy Fernandez. I think he is in the squad. I think he was put in originally, but I don't know. He was in one of the rounds. So I think that'll be the defence. Probably be Rothwell, Raskin. And the one for me, I don't know whether Diamondi makes it. I've been disappointed with Diamondi in Europe. No showed up like he did last season in any way, shape or form. If he was dropped, it wouldn't surprise me because I think he might make room for either Asgard or Moore to come into one of the positions. Bezrami might even take one, considering he scored a goal, although it was only against Alwa, but it's good for him to score a goal like that. But up front, I would expect it with the 2 wingers, and if Dessers is fit, I don't know if he will be. I'd have him, and if no, I'd imagine it'll be Danilo that'll play number 9.
Aye. Do you see the shape? Albert put a team on. I'll let Albert give you his team, mate, and see what you think of this.
I gave you 2, but one you want. Number 1.
The winning one. The winning one, Albert.
I gave him Butland, Tavernier, De Jigger, Suter, Aarons, midfielder, Asgard and Cameron, Raskin, Rodwell and Diamondi, and up front, Gasman and Ant-Man.
They centre forward.
Actually, I forgot about the wee man, he scored last week in the game. I forgot about him. I've just been busy with his other stuff. Listen, we just need to win. It's about winning. And if we can take a lead out there, hopefully we can take a 2-0 lead out there. If we can come away 5 blocks tomorrow night, 2-0 winners, I think that'll be enough because I believe we'll score out there. And I think that'll see us through.
By the way, that wasn't the team. It was 3 at the back. Sorry, I put.
That's shocking. It's a 3-5-2 you gave us.
Aye, that's right. I did, mate. There's no fullbacks, mate. Take the fullbacks out. 3 at the back. Fernandez, Suter, and De Jigger.
Interesting. I don't think
I'll never be that team anyway. I'll never be that team.
I don't think it will, but I can see what you're saying. And I don't think that boy Fernandez is. We've not got a left-sided centre half, but it looks the only one that's at the club is Ben Davis, who we've not seen hide the Harry. And we're just waiting for him to exit the club.
I believe that Fernandez played left-sided centre half for Peterborough. I believe he played there, but I don't know if he's left-footed.
Left-footed. I watched him pass the ball on Saturday, Bridge, and it was always his right. Unless he was just saved his left up for the passes, but he was passed to his right when he was passing it to Rice and Mikey Moore when he was coming out of that channel. You know, but aye, I'd be interested. I think Suter definitely comes back in, Butler comes back in, and we're struggling in the fullback areas, if we're honest. You know, you can put I think Tam will play, and then I think, as you said, Harrens goes to left back. I don't know if that's the answer. You know, but you never know. You never know how he'll set up, but he might change it. You know, and obviously you're playing. This will be the best team we've played this season. Is that fair?
Oh,
you know,
definitely,
with the results last season in the Champions League, yeah.
Aye, definitely. Step up, mate. Definitely step up.
I agree. But it's a big game, and it's time to hopefully we can maybe get a result. I think any victory. I think obviously you'd like to win by 2 goals, as Southside says, but any victory to help us maybe in the second leg, and obviously right 2 or 3 goals lead. But I would be comfortable with any victory. Bridgeman.
Yeah, 100% agree. 2 or 3 goals would be brilliant. Although we played them in a pre-season friendly at Ibrox, and they were pretty good. So not much I could say about that. But like they've got the guys that are going to be picked tomorrow night. They've got to play. They've got to play their best game, because it's a huge game for Rangers. There's a lot riding on it for us. If we can get through tomorrow night, big advantage playing at home. We have to take advantage of that advantage. So we need to do it. And our goalkeeper he does panic a wee bit sometimes. He must be cool and calm and get the ball. Don't try and boom the ball. You know, when it's sometimes you do that. But if you're going to play for the goalkeeper out, make sure you find your man, please. That's all you can ask. Find your man. If you find your man, halfway to victory, find your man. That's what I'm going to say about it.
I don't know if it's just me, mate. I would just rather the goalkeeper cleared the ball. I just can't take. I just think it's all better. I just think it's accidents waiting to happen. Not just with us, with any team with this modern trend, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to happen. There's no doubt about it. There's no if, buts, or maybes about it. It's going to happen. I'm not a fan of it either, mate. I don't like it. I just do not like it. But again, these modern managers are sticking by it. I don't know if they understood what the fans are going through watching it. You're going to, and it's going to be a told you so, isn't it? Everybody's going to say I told you so. I'm going to, when it does happen. And I think it's you're in the position, and the players that you've got are no good enough to begin chances away unsolicited chances that the other top positioner don't have to make for themselves. We're making for them. It's crazy, mate. It's crazy. But that's the way the modern game is. They tell me this is the future. I don't see it.
Aye, well. I just rather sometimes, particularly the goalkeepers, just clear the ball outside, yeah. Oh.
Sorry, mate. It was my fault. Something disappeared off the screen there.
Joined by wee Al. Evening, Al.
Evening, everybody. How are you all doing tonight?
All right, mate. How's your good self?
I'm doing good. I'm doing better today than last time I called, and that's one of the reasons why I'm calling. I'm just working away. I thought I'd give 10 minutes, give you guys a call quickly.
Yeah, mate. Give us your thoughts, mate.
I just had time to do some reflection on myself as a Rangers supporter, and I kind of was buying into all the negative and the gloom and doom. And I don't think I've been supporting my club the best way I can with the mentality of win, lose, or draw with all Rangers supporters. I've been more following along with the circus, getting these guys to perform for us to make me happy, get us cricket scores, supplying passes and movements. So only support when I'm winning. So I had to take some reflection and say I was buying into negativity, and people even complain nowadays that Russell Martin has bad hair. So it's kind of getting ridiculous. And I had to take a step back and realise, no, that's not really who I want to be or who we are as Rangers supporters. Because you got to remember, even from 66 to 86 and 21 21 seasons, we only won three titles. So we've been through this before. You guys probably a little bit older than me, but you guys probably know more than me. We've been through worse times. And, you've seen it yourself when we drew against East Fife or drew against Raith Rovers in the Cup. Aki's put us out the Cup, So, been through these times, but we're still kind of like on this rebuild from 2012. That's really what sunk us. And in the last 13 years, we've been horrible. But the thing is, we've got these new ownership, and we got to just take a step back, realise what Martin's trying to do. 10 guys out, 10 guys in, 10 new guys in the team on the weekend. Massive changes. You see the players that he's buying, the 19-year-olds, 21-year-olds. It's the future. So I'm not going to call and make decisions for the ownership. They'll do their own thing at their own time. All that we can do is really show up and support our team. And I want to take us back to those nights when we played against Parma to qualify for the league, the Champions League. For this game tomorrow night is like that game against Parma. This we have to go back to those times. It's a massive game. So, what do you think, guys?
Oh, well said, now. Southside, you, mate.
Listen, we're a couple of games in the league. I've switched off a lot of things. I don't do social media rights. I don't think me, but I get sent stuff, and I've just said stop sending me stuff. At the end of the day, we've got to settle down as a support, right? And we've got to just try and trust the process and hope we can get more players in. You did come on last week, I heard you. And listen, everybody's entitled to their viewpoint. I know everybody's entitled to an opinion. It's a good thing about on here. You can come on and express your opinion, and then you can get a chance sometimes later on to reflect on it and what you think. I'll say something now, right? I was fortunate last week we able to meet Russell Martin and all the backroom team, right? And he gave me his due. There was 3 years, and he spent 10 to 15 minutes talking to the 3 years, right? And I said a few things to him regarding what I think about the team and that. And I'm not going to say everything that he told us, but what he did say is, he said he'll get it right, right? That's what he said, he'll get it right. Now, it's an easy thing to say, but it was interesting to have a conversation with him, and he was interested to know how we're followed Rangers and all that, and what we're seeing and that. And I told him straight, I'll tell you now what I did tell him. I says, you better get this right. I said, European trips are all right. I says, but see, when it's a league that matters, Scotland matters. I said, and if Ibrox turns toxic, you'll not have long left. That's what will happen. And he said, I know, right? So we explained to him what we thought as supporters, the 3 years, and was guy nearly 70, myself in the 40s, and a young boy, Ways, who followed Rangers.
I think you might have got it the wrong way round, mate.
No. There was a guy a lot older than me there, as you know. And we all talked about us following Rangers. He wanted to know in the backroom team. So he knows what's at stake, and he says, the backroom team know what's at stake. And he said he'll get it right. So we voiced our concerns about what we think and what we need and what we want as fans. And that's it. And he gave us his time. He didn't have to. And he spoke away well, and so did the boys in the backroom. So I'm going to give him a bit of time, mate. We don't want to give time. We want to get the results straight away like we do in the league. The league for me is the most important thing. But also, if we can get into the Champions League, it'll be a big boost for the club massively. It'll inject a lot more money into the squad, and for the squad to go forward. And that's what I'm looking for, a good result tomorrow night we have to get us into the Champions League. But we have to get back to beating St Mirren when the game comes in, and then we obviously need to batter them into submission at Ibrox a week later. So the league's the most important thing. But if we can get into the Champions League, it will be a big boost for the club mentality, mate. And it might change a wee bit of the support. Because I know it's fractured, not everybody likes them, people want them out the door. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I support Rangers Football Club. I don't care who the manager is, what player comes in, what director's there, or anything. I support the club. So hopefully he'll get it right. Early teething problems, but hopefully in time he might be the guy that will get it right. And if he doesn't in time, then he'll soon exit the door over a period of time when the board think it's necessary. But we left him in no doubt about what we think as a Rangers supporters individually and what we want. And he was understanding and he listened to us. And I give him thanks for that, because he didn't have to, and the rest of the backroom team didn't have to either.
Wow, that's really interesting, Southside. So thanks for saying that and sharing us into that little insight, because it's definitely makes a lot of sense, because I do think his heart's in the right place, and I've been overcritical. I wasn't one of those guys saying he wasn't good enough coming in. I was on the fence at all. I didn't know what to expect, but I've been quick to jump on the bandwagon as most of the fans. A lot of the fans are jumping on as well, and it can just, when I had his press conference today, yeah, he was saying his mum was calling up, seeing if he was okay. And the last few press conferences, you could see the strain on him. But I think the last couple here, he's starting to change it around, and he realises, I've got to be positive myself, because he can't let this beat him down. And I think as supporters, we want to lift him up. And as you rightly say, if he doesn't get it right, he will be gone. But I said that he doesn't have any time. But the thing is, that's insane when you think about it. He has to have time. We have to give him time, so hopefully it all works out, and hopefully we can qualify tomorrow. Thanks.
Listen, he's not been dealt with the best on either. Albert, you looked at something where there's a team playing on Wednesday in the Champions League, and they played on Friday in Scottish football, but the team playing on Tuesday played on Saturday night. Albert, help me here.
I know, it's... if you're not a conspiracy theorist, they certainly try to turn you into one, because at the end of the day, facts are facts, mate. But again, we're up against it. We're up against it tomorrow night. Definitely, there's no doubt about it. We're up against it. But this is when you make your reputation at Rangers. This is when you dig in, mate. This is when you really dig in. You need luck as well. Let's not kid ourselves on here. It's just not all going to be plain sailing. You need your luck. You need the ball to bounce your way. And to be honest, it's been bouncing our way in Europe so far this season. So if it continues, we can get a result, mate. No doubt about it. We can get a result.
All right. Listen, we have a last word for yourself. Good self, mate.
Yeah, I just wanted to call in quickly because I had the time. So thanks for taking my call. Appreciate listening to you guys. Oxford, Southside, AK and Albert and Bridges there. So hopefully we can get more than 1-0 tomorrow night, Bridge. Okay, thanks, mate. Talk to you guys later. Thanks.
Cheers, mate. Southside.
No, thanks for letting us on, mate. I'm just looking forward to tomorrow night. It's 2 games away for the Champions League. Let's be positive. Let's try and get there. Hopefully Rangers win. Hopefully we'll shout the place down for 90 minutes. And maybe the boys will put on a good tifo for UB and that tomorrow night as well. And I'm sure everybody at Ibrox will be loud and proud. And hopefully we'll do enough, mate, to get us into that Champions League. And then we'll take care of league business. So thanks for having us on as always. And fear no foe. There's only one team and one crown. Good night.
Cheers, mate. Albert.
I enjoyed the night, mate. A wee bit of positivity come start to creep into it. Oh, heaven forbid, but people out there no like this. Anyway, onward and upward as the saying goes. Let's get about it, mate. That's all I can say. Let's look forward to this and get about it.
Yeah, Bridgman.
Well, what can I say? Marvellous night, Oxford. I really enjoyed it. Good discussions, and the 2 guys coming in, me, Al, and Southside. Just magic. Listen to everybody. It's superb. And of course, can I just say this? But well done, the technical guys tonight. Really, really good. All the Rangers fans out there are listening in here on Rangers Radio. Biggest game of the century coming up tomorrow night, and we need to be ready for it. So everybody, keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need you.
Yeah, thanks to Alan Southside for nipping in and joining us. Thanks to Albert and Bridge for doing the show. Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technical. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow night with a pre-match show as we build up to the Champions League qualifier against Club Brugge. Prescott Nisbet, we need them. Take it away, Old School Blue.